Welcome back to Big Sack Lunch. This is Ray Stern. I'm here with Mitchie.
Hello.
This is episode 16, and we have a special Korean guest. Her name is Rambo.
Hello.
She's a lady, and she's an artist, and she lives in the Mission. And I wanted to ask her a lot of questions because Rambo knows a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. She's kind of wise for her age.
She's well cultured.
She's a lot of people say she's a quote unquote midget badass. She's very small.
Is that where she got the name Rambo?
Well, that was because her middle name sounds like Rambo, or it has an O in it. And I sometimes botch names accidentally. I'm not real good.
Is that how you received that name?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
My middle name is not Ram. And Ryan thought it sounded like Rambo.
But you've embraced it, and you've even told people to call you the Ram. Is that true?
No, it is not. That's
Okay.
your word.
Okay.
Fine.
So that's not true. So that's the first lie of the day I've told. I'm sorry. The first lie of this episode.
Wait. Before we dive into our guest,
Okay.
I want to hear the story about Dimitri Featherborn.
Okay. Did you hear about this, Rambo?
No.
Yesterday at my house, I'm watching baseball, and I get someone buzzes on my door. And I go downstairs, and there's this fucking white dude I guess he's from a high school, and he has on a tag, and he said, "I'm selling car wax." And I said, "Okay, what's your name?" He goes, "My name's Dimitri." I go, "Dimitri?" And I see in his tag, and I go, "Is your fucking last name Featherborn?" And he says, "Yeah." And I go, "Your name says Dimitri Featherborn." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Wow, dude, nobody's going to believe that." He goes, "Nobody will." And I said, "Well, what can I do?"
He had an ID on? Or a
Like
fake
a
ID?
I guess it could have been fake.
Why would he fake a school ID? Or is
To
that
sell car wax? That's the rest of the story.
Maybe he's doing some greasy shit and he needs a fake name.
It's an incredible name.
That's a good fake.
Yeah, that's damn
Dimitri
good.
Featherborn. So then he says, "Hey man, I'm selling car wax." And I say, "Okay, well I don't really want any." And he said, "Well, it's only $20 for this." And he does a demo, and he goes up to my car and he sprays it, and he just wipes down a little bit of the wheel, and he does a really good job. And I'm like, "Well, that's a good job. I just don't want any car wax." He's like, "Come on, you want some car wax?" I'm like, "Fuck." I mean,
It's not very persuasive.
no, I mean, he was a nice kid, and I appreciated his name, and I'm like, I don't want to buy it. I don't really want to spend $20. I'm never going to use it. He goes, "Well, how much would you pay me?" I'm like, "I don't know, bro. I'll give you $13, but I don't want to. I just want you to know I don't want to do that. Can you stop asking me?" He goes, "So you'll do 13?" I go, "Fuck, bro. Okay, I'll do it, but I don't want to." I give him $13. He gives me this car wax. Either you guys can
Describe
have it.
this guy, because you just named him as a white
He
guy.
was a white guy. He was wearing
Did he look hard up? Was he?
He looked like he was wearing a wife beater and like one of those. What? What's so funny, Rambo?
Wife beater. That
Rambo?
sums it up. I think
No,
you could
hold on,
stop.
Rambo has
Because you
something.
made it sound like he was a high schooler.
He was.
Wearing a wife beater.
Yeah. That's in nowadays, I think.
What is it?
Kids are doing that.
It is. That's what kids do these days.
Go on.
So, by the way, just a side note, we hired a new QA guy named Ryan, and he's Asian and I'm white, and he said, "You can call me China Ryan." I said, "Everyone heard that. So if
China?
I call him that, you can't fire me."
China?
China Ryan.
Oh, okay.
I said, "Bro, is that racist?" He goes, "No, it's okay. I'm racist." And I'm not making this up. You can ask him. I'll give you $100 if I'm making it up. Back to Dimitri. He was just this guy who was wearing a wife beater, and he had one of those fedora hats.
Fedora?
I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck is a fedora?
I'm pretty sure
okay,
he would love you. He would chase you to the ends of the earth. Sidebar, dudes love Rambo. So,
I thought you were talking to me.
no.
Oh.
I mean, a lot of guys like you, too. You look at your eyes.
It's true.
Mitchell's a pretty boy. Like, he could be a guest model, basically. He has a chiseled jaw, and he has incredible eyes. Anyhow, do you have...
Oh, it's blushing.
I think he just farted. Whenever you compliment Mitchell,
I just get red when I toot.
he gets red as a cherry tomato. Anyhow.
So you got some wax from Dimitri
Yep.
Featherborn.
Yep. $13. I even said, "I'll pay you 13, but I don't fucking want this, Dimitri."
Did he bend over promiscuously when he rubbed down your tire?
Promiscuously. Oh, you mean like showing?
You want me to show you?
Well, you misused it, but I know what you mean. You're saying, was he sexy when he did it? I don't know. I'm not really into dudes. And that segues to a great conversation that I want to have with Rambo.
What?
Now, Rambo, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself, your age and where you're from? You don't have to, like, give your social or anything.
Right.
Just, you can be as anonymous
Yeah, her name is Rambo.
We haven't released your
My name
name,
is
so you
Michelle.
can maintain.
Her real name is Michelle. Now it's good luck trying to find an Asian woman named Michelle. There's none of those. So where are you from, Rambo?
Born and raised in Seoul, Korea, till I was 16. And then my family moved to Canada, finished school there, moved to Minnesota for a job, lived there for a year, and got another job offer in San Francisco. So here I am, and I've been here for 3 months.
Seoul's the shit.
You been there?
No, my brother Eric
Abrams?
Abrams. He was stationed out there, and he used to party with all the juicies. Have you heard of those?
Juicies?
Yeah,
No.
they're
What's that, like big black
human
women?
trafficking is really bad in Korea.
Yeah.
So, especially South Korea. I don't know about North. But they have ladies that are like human trafficked and they're forced into prostitution and they call them juicies.
Wait. Maybe I'm confused about Abrams. He messed around with these chicks?
No. But he's an American soldier, so they're all over him.
Oh, they want him to free them. Well, sex slaves, prostitution, and slavery is a whole different subject.
He's also not straight, so he's
He
not
likes
with
dudes.
these chicks. Yeah.
He likes penises.
He also likes hanging out with those chicks, I guess. Like,
But there's one thing they're lacking that he loves. Penises. Right?
yeah.
Okay. He likes dudes. Yesterday at lunch, Rambo and I were eating at the local eatery. It's called the Urban Bistro.
Mm-hmm.
And Rambo asked me if I would have sex with a real handsome guy or a real ugly woman. And I said, Rambo,
What?
why
That
don't
wasn't
you?
the question I heard.
Well, Rambo.
I heard no. It was.
That's later.
Would you? Okay, I'll let you.
Let Rambo tell him.
Well, I asked him if he would have sex with...
God damn it, Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan.
Son of a.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Ram.
If he would have sex with James Franco or
From 120 hours.
120 Hours is the one where he gets his arm stuck in the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or Dolly Parton, who sings a lovely song.
Easy choice, right?
Easy choice.
So basically, Rambo picked like a 70-year-old woman or a handsome 30-year-old.
Right, and he said Dolly Parton.
Yeah, because I'm not attracted to dudes.
And you're attracted to Dolly Parton instead.
No.
She's had a lot of work done, dude.
I'm not attracted to Dolly Parton.
She's pretty much a cadaver.
She didn't, without the smell, ideally. Well, maybe with the smell. Who
Old lady
knows?
smell.
There's probably cobwebs on that beaver of hers. But no, I mean, Rambo, if I'm not attracted to dudes, I'm not attracted to dudes. And Rambo was just floored by this. Just floored.
What?
She was shocked.
Because you hit on me so much?
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, is that? So you thought I swung both?
I do believe that you need to have gay sex to get it out of your system. Because you joke about it.
Oh, that's a 90s thing, Rambo. Oh, that's why you think that. Man, I make jokes about all
You just
kinds
need
of...
to get it out.
I don't... Can't I just get it out through having vaginal sex?
But it's not gay anymore unless you're a woman.
It's not gay, you're correct. I don't think I need to... I make jokes about all...
every straight man has to have gay sex.
You sound like Scotty.
Whoa.
I think they're missing out.
Okay, here we go. This is why we got her on. Go ahead. Every straight man should have gay sex.
Yeah,
With a
at least
dude.
once.
And-
At least once.
As a giver or receiver.
Both?
But most gay dudes aren't both. Most gay dudes are one or the other.
Really?
Most.
Not true.
I don't know.
That is.
Not true.
I think they've tried it.
How many gay softball teams have you joined in? I was on a gay softball team with all these 30 to 40-year-old dudes. And they are very distinctive roles, just like men have distinctive roles and women.
But it's their
How
preference.
relationships last.
They
You
establish
have
their
to stick
preference.
around.
Don't they?
How many times have you had gay sex with a man, Rambo?
What do you mean? There's no way I can have gay sex with a man.
So what are you basing? Exactly, Rambo. You just got checkmated. So what are you basing this off of?
No, but I'm still... I've had not asexual. What's the other one?
Homosexual.
No. Like,
Bi.
Both ways.
Right.
I've had bisexual relationships with a dude, though, but he was also bisexual. And they were very versatile.
Well, that's a whole personal belief. Like my belief is once a dude has sex with a dude, that's a bridge I can't cross. I don't know about Wysinski. I understand what you're saying. I'm not attracted to dudes.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing attractive about them. There's nothing wrong with it. I could give a shit. It should be legal. Let them marry. It's the same as a straight one. It's just not my thing.
Right.
And you disagree. You think everyone's got it in them. Or just me.
No. Actually, I
Just you.
rephrase that. I do believe that some people are more straight than others, and maybe you're just very, very close to being straight, and maybe you don't need to explore it. But I think a lot of people who are open and closer to the middle of the spectrum, but they don't want to have sex just because of their ego or insecurity or whatever it is, I think they should just go for it.
Yeah, they're called Republicans.
Yeah. Or just regular average Americans.
I think anyone that's anyone that has a problem with gay sex, there's something wrong with their brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. And I think anyone who has a problem with it, I think that person is the one should do it. Should go have gay sex. Like, it's always the guys screaming.
It's like a punishment.
It's always the guys bitching about gays and how gays are bad and this that are always the one fucking kids. Always. Look at the Catholic Church. They're always telling people how bad it is to have sex before married, and they're having sex with children. And I don't know. I like dudes don't smell good, or they're not pretty. They don't have vaginas or boobs. They don't have nice hair. They don't.
Oh, they have nice hair.
Yeah, I guess not the dudes I like. I'm just.
You know,
what do you think, Vice?
You ever watched? Okay, so you ever
it always comes back to some goddamn reality show. Go ahead.
No, not reality show. You ever been watching a porno?
Oh.
And then the cameraman fucks up and he zooms out a little too far, so you see like a dude's asshole and like some balls bouncing around and stuff.
All the time. This morning, yeah.
Every fucking time, dude. That's.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what though? Like, I don't think balls bouncing around is really attractive to anybody.
That's true. Balls are not attractive.
It's a good point.
I mean, some people like balls. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like the motion of it is just not very attractive.
I mean, I don't want to see that part of a dude.
Yeah.
Because it's not pretty on me or anybody.
You can make boobs look unattractive too, depending on like how they look or how they move.
I've seen some mashed potato titties.
But dude, once women have kids, they just have you ever seen a balloon from a kid's party after like 6 weeks? It's just a wrinkled old bag. That's what happens after you have kids. If you have big hooters. Dude, I mean some of the milk.
I like to believe that I won't get that because I'm Asian. So
yeah, you might be okay. And I mean, I'm talking like, you know, you're a small lady to begin with, so you're probably okay. But like big old white ladies, and if you have giant hooters, that's what happens. I mean, the reason hooters exist is to feed children. They don't exist for guys to look at, contrary to girls who get fake titties.
How was it for you in the Midwest?
Living there?
Yeah, Minnesota.
It was pretty horrendous for the first couple of months.
Socially horrendous?
Yeah. Well, the weather was terrible, too, because I moved during
Oh, it's
winter.
cold.
But, yeah, people are unsocial, don't want to make new friends. They just don't venture out in any way. So it was just awkward in every party that I attended. Me, like, trying to make conversations and people getting awkward by me. And, you know, just not, like, continuing a conversation.
How did you become such a liberal, forward-thinking, progressive woman?
Art school.
Is it art school, or is it your parents?
No. I've always been liberal. I've always been very open-minded about everything. But because I was considered myself a feminist, I had a phase where I was very offended by a lot of feminist jokes, or sexist jokes, I mean. And I thought that, you know, like, people shouldn't make jokes about certain things because it's degrading. But then I also came to a realization that certain things are meant to be serious, and certain things are meant to be just jokes, and you should just laugh about it because it's just funny.
Would you have been offended by?
About it.
Would you have been offended by me and Mitchell about 5 years ago in your life?
Oh yeah, I would have hated you guys.
Glad I didn't meet that Rambo.
Never make friends with you guys, probably.
No, but we're more pro. Female.
I'm very feminist.
Yeah.
I think women have a stronger sex.
I know you guys. Like, I've gotten to know you, and I definitely know.
That's a mantra of ours on this show.
We love women.
Respect for women.
Respect for,
it's something.
Mitchell sometimes says respect for bitches, but
women don't need special extra respect.
That's feminism.
Everybody needs respect, and I don't call myself a feminist anymore. It's just me growing up.
No.
It's just me growing up in Korea where I saw a lot of women being degraded for just being a woman. So that pushed me to the other spectrum or whatever you want to call it.
Feminism is about thinking that women. I mean, the origination of that movement in the 50s or the 30s and 40s is not that women deserve special. It's that they are equal to dudes. That's all it is.
No. Actually, the feminist movement, when it happened, it was to force women out there, and like women needed special respect.
That's affirmative action. That's affirmative action.
Okay.
I think feminism is we're women. We should be paid the same amount as dudes. Not special. That's a basic right to me. Like why should?
No, but they needed that extra self-esteem to boost themselves up there because they just didn't have anything.
What year are you talking about?
But now that when feminists became the thing, 70s, but now I think we reached the point where we actually don't have to worry about women being degraded on a regular basis, and I think we can actually just calm the fuck down and just be equals. And I don't think women need to go around and say like, oh, men should do this. You know, men can't say this to me.
Rambo just did an impression of a black woman. Do you think that it's okay at the office, like, for a guy to smack another guy in the ass?
What?
Yeah.
Is it okay for a guy to smack a chick on the ass?
But
what about chick on chick?
No. Everybody can spank.
Because Mitchell wants to smack Winnie's ass so bad.
What? No.
Anybody can smack anybody as long as it's consensual, but it also depends on the work environment. Like we're pretty cool. We're a chill studio, but if you were working at a bank or something, we probably wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of feminism is that guys used to use their power over women to let them know that they had power over them,
right?
And they would sexualize them.
I think you're particularly drawn to the feminist movement because you're a female, you're Asian, and you're a midget. So,
I mean, guilty, right? You are. Rambo, can you argue with any of that?
That's a lot of adversity to overcome. And we're proud of you.
Is there even a pull down tab when you're looking at porn for Asian/midget/woman?
No,
there isn't, dude. You're like Christopher Columbus. Yeah. You could be
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, you could be the first. He discovered America, except for the Indians that were here. Oh, what do you think about American colonialism and the way that America...
Naked Americans?
No. What do you think about how America, for the last 60 to 70 years, will start wars and then blame it on the other country having a bunch of crazy religious guys? Like, we'll invade the Middle East and be like, well, we have to invade them. They're crazy Muslims. And then my follow-up question is, how many times have you ever had violence visited on you by a particular religion or a gang? Has your home ever been invaded?
Thankfully, no. But my insights about the United States is that I feel like the country is growing. There's a big population and illegal aliens. And I feel like the government probably feel that they're losing power over them because there's so many people. There are a lot of people who don't respect the law. So I feel like the government is actually creating these things. Although they don't have all this power in reality, but they like to portray themselves as if they have a lot of power.
You're talking about the government?
Yeah, we're talking about. Aren't we talking about the government?
Yeah. I'm talking about...
No, the whole scare. I think they're just creating the scare.
Oh.
Like, even the whole conspiracy theory, I feel like it was actually pushed by the government. Although it's not true.
Which conspiracy theory?
Let's say, like, 9/11.
All right.
That the government was behind it. I feel like it wasn't behind... Like, the government wasn't behind the 9/11 incident. But I think they took it and they just pushed it as if they were. And they wanted people to believe it because they want people to think that government has so much power that they should fear them.
That's one I've never heard. That's interesting. I don't know who did 9/11, but I wouldn't put it past anybody to do it because we used that to start 2 wars, and we couldn't have started 2 wars without that. So I don't know who the hell did it. I mean, I've never met Bin Laden, right? Do you know that Bin Laden's dead? Can you say that for sure?
Oh, no.
I have no idea.
You saw that movie with Bradley Cooper, dude?
Hangover? Fuck yeah, it was awesome. The second one sucked dick.
No, the 9/11 movie.
What movie?
I don't know.
Bradley Cooper's? I didn't see Silver Lining Playbook.
No! Okay, maybe Bradley Cooper's not in it. It's brand new, though. It was in the box office. Anyway.
Oh, with Tom Hanks.
No.
Cloud.
The Nicolas Cage movie.
He's talking about Cloud Atlas. Bro.
No.
What are you talking
You're
about?
way off. It's about Osama catching...
Zero Dark 30.
There you go.
Yeah, neither of them were in it. In fact...
Tom Hanks or Bradley Cooper?
No. Not only were neither of them in it, there was no notable actor whatsoever. But again, it was a movie. You're not really disproving it. I'm not saying Bin Laden wasn't killed. I'm just saying, how do I know he had anything to do with 9/11? How do I know that? Who's telling me that?
Bin Laden's a pretty notable actor, dude.
I'm just saying, the sources that give us this information, we haven't verified them ourselves. Like, you haven't met any of these news stations or any of these players. You haven't met any of them. So how do we know that we're being fed bullshit or truth? All the things that we're fed our whole lives are, all you are is everything you've experienced put together, right? The things you believe, most of them are probably because of the way your parents raised you. Everybody. A lot of them. You like to think you're this original person, but think about the things that you believe and where you learn those.
Mm-hmm. I read about a study a long time ago, back in the 90s, I think. They did something where nuns raised 2 children born on the same day to do the same routine every day, and regardless of their routine being the same and their influences being the same, they still ended up being very different people.
Well, yeah. I mean, you and your siblings aren't the same.
Yeah.
You still have wiring in your head. Like, there's things you can't change. But a lot of people think, I'm supposed to get married. I'm supposed to have kids. I'm supposed to buy a house. I'm supposed to do this. Why do you think that? Not you. Why does anyone think those things? Are those base desires that you're supposed to have a job and you're supposed to have a house? Are those innate genetic traits?
No.
Only genetic traits you have are probably to have sex, which is to reproduce. But we have ways that you can have sex without reproducing now, and to eat and to have shelter. That's it. Owning a fucking house? Who created that? Why do I want to own a fucking
shelter?
Yeah,
it's
but
definitely a shelter. But that's natural conditioning as you grow old.
We're getting deep here.
balls deep, bro.
Balls deep on the Big Sack Lunch.
It's the only way I do it. Well, Rambo, if you have to go back to work, wow, it's 22 minutes in. I didn't know that we were going to keep Rambo this long, but she's a pretty deep lady, which is surprising for a midget. Rambo's 4'8", 77 lbs.
I think that's discrimination.
No, we're not going to fire her for it.
Oh.
We're still her friend. She's one of our best friends, dude. She's one of the coolest ladies we know. She's not a hipster. She hates hipsters, actually.
Wow.
They're pretty annoying.
They annoy her, and she says, "Fuck them." Why do they annoy you, Rambo?
Because they're not real.
They're not real.
They're not real. Do you want to leave on that note?
Like Mitchell's girlfriend's implants?
Shout out to all hipsters. Fuck you.
Well, the reason I was asking her about this is because yesterday I was out having a couple of pops, and I saw this girl wearing a one-piece bathing suit and trousers.
I'm into it.
Dude. She weighed as much. She weighed 200 pounds.
Was there any camel toe? Trousers were covering it. Okay.
Yeah, there was toe, but her
The moose toe.
Rambo calls it a mammal toe or a mantle toe.
What? Mammal toe?
Yeah, like Mitchell has one with his giant oversized dog.
I call mine just mammal sauce.
That's what you call it? It is mammal sauce. You're a mammal. And you coat Chappie on that? That
What?
poor girl. You coat Chappie on it? Wow, that poor girl. Mitchell moved, so now you've broken in your new places.
Yeah. I got a new bed frame too, and let's just say it's...
So I bought a dope new couch about 2 weeks ago. So I'm giving away my old couches that I bought a year ago.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little hesitant to take that couch because you got that's like your carved jerking spot right there.
I jerk on the floor because because the way my computer is, I can't do it up there, so it's not carved. But I want it.
Okay, whatever.
I do.
I'll just take your
I
word.
do it. I promise. There's my spot. The dog, me, the computer above me, left hand. I can't do it on the couch.
Whoa, that picture you sent me of your dog licking your leg, it's actually right there.
Yeah, I have a blind Jack Russell, but
He was licking your leg after you were jerking it or something.
oh yeah, he was. Well, anyhow, enough about my jerking. Rambo doesn't be interested in all this. I wanted to say one thing is that I'm giving Mitchell my free couch, right? And so yesterday, Mitchell comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, dude, you want a surround sound system?" And I say, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, well, I got this one for free off Craigslist. I'll sell it to you for $100." I couldn't fucking believe it. I could not. Oh, my dog's so much buffer there. He's lost a lot of the muscle. Yeah, I couldn't believe that Mitchell did that, and I wanted to ask real quick, Mitchell, where did you learn your ability to negotiate?
How'd I get so rich?
Yeah. Mitchell's rich as shit. He has a bike. He has an
Dude, I used to
Escort.
do that. I used to buy bikes for like $10 from this dude with one arm, and
Sounds like a story better than Dimitri Featherbarn.
he lived in like a fucking scrapyard. He had like a bunch of shit in his yard and stuff, and it was just tons of old bikes, and I used to dig through there and get a sweet ass bike frame and build it up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I would sell it
capitalism.
for like $150 in
That's
like
cool.
bigger towns.
But what about just getting something
That's
for
what I'm doing
free and then offering your friend to buy it?
It's called flipping. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Filipinos resent that term. They do. Rambo.
That's
What's little Rambo doing?
to each his own, biatch.
To each his own, but I just thought I'm giving you the free couches. Don't.
Dude.
Yeah.
Think of the surround sound.
I don't want all of those cords, and I don't.
No, it's not that.
The worst part
it's
of
not
all
that
is that you got it for free. But I
bad.
honestly,
The amp receives wireless signals too. It's pretty
I'm just
dope.
gonna buy a sound bar for $700 and put it in front of my TV.
$700 soundbar. That's 2 speakers in a big old plastic case. Not. Why would
What do
you
I
pay
care?
that much?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do with my
Unless
dough?
it's got a built-in amp.
I have a belief that dough is only worth what you can spend it with, and that dough has no value just sitting in a bank. And I know a lot of people who think anything they buy, anything they pay for is wasting money, and the only real value of money is to save it. I know a lot of people who think this, a lot. And I'm trying to explain to them, you're trading your hours of your life. These are your prime fucking years right now because you're ambulatory, you can walk, and you're not injured, and you're healthy. In 40 years, you might be. That money is only worth what you can buy with it. That's it. So why not buy a fucking soundbar? I'm not going into debt for it. Rambo, give me your opinion.
Because I can sell you one for $100.
Yeah, but it's fucking used and you got it for free. Rambo, what's your opinion about money?
Write in at Podblast2K12 if you think
Yeah,
Brian should buy
Podblast2K12 at Gmail. You can continue to donate money. We've got 3 minutes left. Give us your thoughts on money and why you let your parents convince you that money only exists to be saved, you cheap fucks. And Rambo, give us your thoughts on money.
I don't know.
Drop some knowledge.
Drop it.
Money is good.
Nice, Rambo.
Money is good.
What are you, Jay-Z?
Wait. Money is good because it provides opportunities.
Right, and it sucks being poor and it sucks being in debt. But what if you're not poor and you're not in debt? What should you do with your money? That's my question.
Good question. Probably share it with
Jesus.
family, travel, do a lot of beautiful things that I could do.
Go out to eat?
No, I'm always eating. I don't care about eating.
How are you so skinny and so midgetish if you're always eating?
Did I bike all the time?
She bikes. She has this helmet that looks so funny on her. You know that?
It's fat.
It makes you
Someone told me I look like a cyborg.
That's
like a
badass.
midget cyborg.
Midget cyborg.
She's not
That's
that
so
much.
badass.
She's not a real midget.
That
She's-
needs to be a movie.
Yeah, and she would be on the show, and our other best friend, Sleazebag Lee Tao. If you want to look him up, LeeTao at
We mention him
gmail.com.
on every episode,
Yeah.
in case you haven't noticed.
He's one of our best friends, and he's a special guy. He's real blasé, and like, if Lee ever wins the lottery, he'll be like, "Oh, cool! Now I have to pay 40% in capital gains taxes."
That's so what he would say.
Yeah. And I've only known Lee for a year, and I know him like the back of my hand. If the back of my hand were super, super handsome and had a lot of sweaters, because Lee is handsome and has a lot of sweaters, and we're trying to find him a chick. Let's spend the next 2 minutes to get him a
fuck.
chick.
Send some tit pics for Lee Tao.
He likes powerful black women.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't like him. He needs one.
Well, Rambo says she doesn't want a guy that'll push him around. A girl. Right?
Yeah, because he'll get trampled.
Like last Friday night, Lee spent from the night till next morning at 6 a.m. playing Fire Emblem on the 3DS. He needs a woman to get him, just ravage his beautiful little Chinese body, tear him up, get him to jizz all the time.
What?
What?
Damn.
That sounds pretty good.
Rambo says Rambo needs a lady, and he needs to bone a lady. Rambo's exact words 2 months ago.
Wow. All right. Well, it's on the internet now.
Yeah, and Podblast2K12 at Gmail. He's a super cool guy.
He's kind. He's gentle.
He's a super talented artist.
He has a gorgeous coif that you can run your fingers through.
Artist, talented.
Artist. He'll paint you in the nude and hang it on his wall.
He's very well hung. Big dong.
Yep.
And he has a lot of sweaters.
Think of Jackie
Nice
Chan.
legs.
One of the friendliest guys you'll ever
Yeah.
meet. Athletic, really good at tennis. Yeah, Lee Town. Sleazy Lee or Dirty Bones.
Dirty Bones.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, Rambo.
Thanks for coming on in.
It was a real pleasure to have Rambo. We're going to try and have different guests every week, and we thought Rambo was pretty much the coolest person here, so we wanted her first. And we're going to tell everyone that same thing every week. All right?
Great.
On that note,
30 minutes, bitch.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. Peace out.
Whoa.
Motherfuckers.
We got to fucking plug some shit, dude.
Oh, plug it.
Donate on the website. We still don't have microphones.
That's true. Yeah.
What else? Share us on the Twitters and the Facebooks.
Keep kicking ass.
MySpace. And
keep crushing ass.
Go to the Tumblr webpage. Share all our shit. Show your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your mom.
Stop being a bunch of fucking pussies and give us some loot. And we're going to use that money and take Rambo out and party with her and all of our friends.
And send us pics of potties for Lethal.
Yeah, for Lethal. Hot pics. There can just be cleavage. That'll be enough for him.
Eligible chicks.
All right. Peace out.